Hi all, welcome to Lisa's Kitchen. I am the type of cook that doesn't necessarily cook with recipes. I am what I like to call very fluid and free-flowing and creative. I thought today that since it was going to be chilly and damp here, that I would make something a little bit more hearty and, heartwarming for our meal. I don't always necessarily know what I want to make. When I go food shopping, it's about looking for proteins and vegetables, fruits, in season always. And I generally just go to the fridge, I open it up, I see what's in there, and then it's a very creative process. So let's take a look in the fridge and see what we will make today. So I see some ground chicken in the fridge today, and I'm thinking that we could make chicken chili. I think that would be perfect to have. I like to add vegetables to food. I kind of feel like we don't get enough vegetables in our diet. So anytime I can stick veggies into something, I do. So I will grab a red pepper to put in with it. So we've got a red pepper. We're also going to need 1 onion. We will also need a can of tomato sauce. I like my chili a little bit more bean heavy, so we will use today, I have lots of choices here for beans. I think I'm going to do red beans, so I'm going to grab 2 cans of red beans. Chili requires a bit of spice, so we will need kosher salt. We will need granulated garlic. We will need oregano, black pepper. Of course, we will start with olive oil when we start to saute the vegetables. And the other things that go into chili that really give chili its distinct flavor are things like cumin, chili powder. I also like to put in a little bit of ancho and chipotle chili powder. They're not really spicy. Ancho and chili powder tend to be a little bit more smoky. I like a little bit more of a smoky chili, but that's clearly according to your preference. I've been cooking for many, many years. Those of you that are just starting would follow a recipe. In my experience, recipes are never right. Timings are off, fluids are off, the seasonings are off. So just really taste as you go along. Cooking is very intuitive, so you might see me decide to change my mind as I go through, or I might add or pull something. So let's get the pot that we are going to make our chili in. I like to use a bit of a heavier type of pot, sort of Le Creuset type of pot, but you can use stainless steel. I'm not a fan of nonstick. I find that nonstick doesn't really caramelize vegetables or meats. That's better for eggs or potatoes. I've just cut the pepper into pieces. It doesn't need to be perfect. We are making chili, so kind of have fun with it. If you like different color peppers or you like different kinds of vegetables, by all means feel free to add that as well. Crunchier vegetables do work a little bit better in this application. So let's cut up our peppers. So just going to, again, not fancy, we just want to sort of chop these up into sort of bite-sized pieces. This will cook down a little bit, meaning that it, releases some water. It'll definitely shrink in size. Onions and peppers into the pot. Then we're going to start to season. I find that seasoning I sort of say from the ground up. Once you first start cooking anything, it really helps to start the flavor of the food that you're ultimately going to wind up eating. You want to add a little bit of granulated garlic. As I said before, chili has a lot of seasoning in it. You want to cook your vegetables until they are a little bit translucent. So this will take about 5 minutes. And the next element that will go in is going to be the turkey. So the turkey, I will just cook it just to the point of where it gets cooked before I add in the beans and the tomato sauce. You want to sort of work the ground chicken. You don't want it to be in clumps or in big pieces. You want it to be broken apart, just like this. So we will put in a little bit more salt, and we will put in a little bit more oregano, a little bit granulated garlic, just a little bit of chili powder, not a lot. A little bit of pepper, again, not a lot. And the cumin wasn't coming out so great before, so I am going to just add a little bit more than I would, because you really want to taste the cumin. And we will put in, I'm just going to do a little bit of chipotle, not ancho chili. I don't want this to be overwhelming with chili flavor. And now we will continue to just get the meat cooked until it's just cooked through, and start to incorporate the onion and the red pepper. That is smelling very good, and it's looking very good. So let me just, now I will add in 1 can of tomato sauce, just like so. And I will put in 2 cans of red kidney beans. Going to just mix it just a little bit right now. And this is going to need to cook for 20 to 30 minutes. It will start to change and look more like chili. And of course, I'm going to season again. I will put in not too much salt right now, because I've added quite a bit of salt. And I will add in again the garlic. I will put in a tiny pinch of chili powder. Some more oregano, just a little bit more black pepper, get some more cumin in right now, and a little bit more of the chipotle chili. Let's take a look at how the chili is doing. It's looking very good. So the chili is almost done. A couple more minutes, and so once you have chili, you can do lots of different things with it. So I cut up a little bit of romaine lettuce, and I've got some hard taco shells in the oven just warming up. I like the Trader Joe's organic yellow stone ground taco shells. Obviously good for tacos, but also chili tacos. And I also like to put a little bit of sour cream on chili. You know, it's hot, it's hearty, it cools it down a little bit, it makes it a little bit more unctuous and creamy. So I have a great cameraman who's here taping me with all of his fancy equipment. And Artie, how do you want to have your chili? Are you eating it in a bowl with sour cream? Do you want to go to full Monty and have a taco with lettuce and chili? And
for me, I'm a bowl guy. A bowl.
Okay. Delicious. So I decided to go the full Monty here. I did the taco shell, I put some lettuce on the bottom, I put the chili in the middle, I've got a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of hot sauce, Cholula, and I like the crunch. I like the crunchy part of the lettuce, and I like the crunchy taco shell. So I, in essence, made myself a yummy chili taco.
Yummy.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Enjoy.
Mm.